Hey, Femmes, it is your girl, April Nicole from Black Femme Beauty, and I am so happy that you are all here to watch another great episode of Femme Highlights. This is our episode 5, and I am so excited to be doing this interview. Today, we're going to be talking to one of our vendors from our anniversary box, and this is a vendor that you've seen in multiple boxes because she is definitely a fan favorite. So please, it is my distinguished honor to be able to introduce this amazing, phenomenal business owner. She hails from Lexington, South Carolina, and she is the owner of Carolina Vitality. So please help me welcome Nanc Bryant, and that's Nancy with an I, but this is my girl Gina. So please welcome Gina from Carolina Vitality.
Girl, you got me all pumped up. I feel like I'm about to get a award or something.
Hey,
Where the
girl.
lights at?
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
How are you doing? And thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for asking me to join you. I'm happy to be here. Happy to get to know you and get some information out to the people, to the femmes.
Yes. Because, like I said in the intro, you are definitely a fan favorite. The Femmes love what you do, what you are all about. And just to give you guys a little um, uh, blurb or a quick description about my girl Gina here. Carolina Vitality is known for their production of creating amazing products for your yoni care and also for your skincare. And she has this talent of knowing exactly what your yoni needs. Okay. And this is a talent that a lot of people feel that they have, but I know for a fact Gina does. So can you please explain to our viewers, our subscribers, why you created Carolina Vitality and how this experience has changed your life?
Okay, so as you all can see, I am a woman and I deal with regular woman things. Um, as a young teenager, I was diagnosed with BV, didn't know what it was, thought something was going on, and it kind of like threw me for a loop.
Mm-hmm.
When I learned what it was and what causes it, as years went on, I had an issue with having reoccurring BV. It's basically where I'm at. So I started looking up different natural remedies because clearly the chemicals aren't always doing the job if it keeps coming back. And that's a lot of people's struggle.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I started purchasing yoni bars from other sellers. And I said, okay, I think I can do this myself. And I started making soap. I'm constantly studying. I want to kind of grab some of my books, but I don't want to knock everything over and then that's going to be a mess. But I say I'm a herbalist. I'm not trained. I'm not an expert. However, I do study. And the idea of mixing herbs together that actually work and heal your body and heal different things like that annoying BV that a lot of people can't get rid of is the reason why I started a business. Because I helped myself and I want to help other people.
And honestly, I feel that should be the main mission of all businesses. Mm-hmm. And I love hearing that is your primary reason of why you wanted to start this business, because that right there is just, it makes sense. You wanted to stop a problem that you were facing and that many women face. Mm-hmm. And many of us have no idea how to handle it. So I do thank you for being smart and doing the research and trying to figure out what works best for you so that way you can help others. And that's just phenomenal. So thank you.
Well, thank you.
So now that we know that you are the yoni specialist, can you explain the word yoni? Like, what does it mean to you?
Simply, it's your vagina. It's your, well, when you say yoni, it's the whole system. It's like your womb. It's your whole lady part. Everything inside and out is really what the yoni is. It's what is the word? Oh goodness. It's a Sanskrit word, if I'm saying that correctly. Yes. But it means the womb or the source of female organs of generation and something, 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 something. So again, what it means to me is your whole being, really,
Mm-hmm.
as a woman. And it's important to take care of it because if you don't, crazy things happen.
And they have, and they continue.
And they will.
And it's just, you turn to your left, there's a crazy thing. You turn to your right, there's another crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like that definition. I like the Sanskrit definition, and I like how you create it for your own.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I believe for yoni, I feel like it's definitely something that you have to make for yourself. Like, because as we all know, everybody's yoni is different.
Right.
But it's just a matter of understanding your own yoni. Because honestly, when you think about it, a lot of women don't understand their own yoni, because being introduced to you is what made me more aware that I have to do more for my yoni. It doesn't matter about seeing a gynecologist, because they'll say one thing, but honestly, you made me more conscious, more aware of what I should be doing to take care of making sure I'm taking care of my whole being. So, ow.
That's what I'm here for. I want everybody to get a good yoni cleansing regimen so that they can prevent these annoying little things that happen as women. And that's another thing too. I think going back to one of your first questions, I don't want women to suffer in silence, because a lot of us do, because we're embarrassed. Like, you see stuff all the time, and every now and then I'll post memes about the pH balance and the smell or whatever, because it is funny. But there are some women who are really suffering,
Right.
and they don't have to, and you don't have to run back and forth to a doctor. If you get a good regimen going, you can prevent these things. You can treat it and you can prevent it, and it'll be gone forever and ever. Amen.
Are you all listening? Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
one other thing, just a quick side note. When you're dealing with herbs, you have to be consistent. You can't do it one or two times and expect a result. It has to be consistent.
Okay.
But if you are consistent in your treatment and your regimen, it will work
Consistency is key
in everything.
in everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think is the most important thing women should know about taking care of their reproductive system?
The most important thing is, if you don't take care of it, then you're not going to be able to reproduce if that's what you choose to do.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can create, I don't know if create is the right word, but you can
Like,
create.
potentially.
That's right. You can potentially have more issues if you don't take care of your yoni. Going back to the BV thing, I don't know if you notice, and maybe a lot of people don't, or maybe they do, but if you leave BV untreated, it can lead to infertility. Like, that's the worst of the worst. It leads to other things as well, but ultimately it can lead to infertility. And you don't think that a simple vaginal infection can be that bad, but it can be if left untreated.
Mm.
So, you know how you have women that always complain about odors and different things, like,
Right.
okay, you can fix that. You can fix that. You don't have to live that way. It's ways to fix that. Natural ways to fix it.
And I'm glad you brought up odor, because one of my subscribers had emailed me and was just like, okay, what should I use, because I have this odor that I don't know where it's coming from, why it's happening. I've used soap, I've done everything. What can I do? I was like, did you go back onto Carolina Vitality's website? Because she has a list of products that you can use. And I went through what I have chosen from your website that I have used, that I have enjoyed, that has worked for me. And I sent her that same exact list. I said, go and buy Green Lake. Green Lake.
Okay.
So you're welcome. Okay. When I was literally just telling Miss Gina here that soap has completely changed my life. Because, like I said before, you don't really think about your yoni care even as you get older and more mature, and there's so many changes in your body. You know, it's so sad how a lot of women just, yoni is the last thing on their list, the last thing they think about, because they've got children, family, bum, bum, bum. And when I use that particular product in conjunction with the oil, the yoni oil on top,
Come
girlfriend,
on now.
my
Hmm.
life was opened to a new experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely take that particular situation, that particular story, I take with me everywhere because I need everyone to understand one, how important your yoni care is, and two, how great your products are in making sure that we keep that regimen going. So I definitely appreciate what you do. I appreciate the knowledge that you have and that you are sharing. Pay attention,
Thank you.
femmes, femmes, please, please head over to Carolina Vitality. It's
Come on over. I
Carolina
got something for everybody.
right there. Um, so how does your product differ from other products? Because there's a ton of other yoni companies out there that have all their reels and all their content. What makes you stand out?
What makes me stand out? I want to say just because I'm me, but um I would say the fact that I use my products, I can actually give you a personal uh experience or a personal review, or I can tell you what it's going to do mainly. And we know that everything that works for me may not work for the next person. However, that's why I have so many different bars so that you can find one that works for you. Um, but I would say what really makes me stand out is I actually make my products. And if you follow my page or you go on my website, you will see that I post videos where I actually make the products. I'm not trying to copy what the next person is doing. Um, I'm not trying to be the most popular. I just want to have women who want to solve their yoni problems and prevent them. So
I must
I
say
guess I
another.
hope I answered that question.
You did answer the question. You answered it famously, and because I wanted to actually add on to it because I know what makes you also what makes you stand out. Um, one, because your products work,
Mm-hmm.
and as a woman with a different yoni and different makeup, it they work, and not only just from the ingredients that you use, but the scents. They smell amazing on top of that, and it's not the kind of scents that will create irritation,
Mm-hmm.
which is very important because a lot of yoni products out there have a lot of perfumes and dyes and fragrances that can completely mess up your pH, which we're not really paying attention to because we're like, oh, it smells
It
nice.
smell good, right?
But at least we know that this smells nice and it's not going to mess you up. And
Mm-hmm.
this one, make sure you get the box because you will find the sample of the one night stand and this smells so good. Oh my gosh, like I want to eat it. It smells so good. Oh my goodness. And it's just, and it's beautiful. It's like, it's aesthetically pleasing to the eye as well. So it's like, it hits all those senses. And I feel like that's very, very important and what also makes you stand out from the rest. Um, so I just let you guys know she's a fan favorite of me as well. So
I appreciate that. And another thing I want to say too, that's like I said, I have a lot of yoni bars, different yoni bars, but I start with the basic,
mhm.
pure pearl. You can get it with or without apple cider vinegar. That's the most basic of the basic bars you're going to get. It doesn't have any clays or any powders or any fragrances or anything. It's just basic. So I like to tell people start with that one because then you
Mhm.
can graduate to the others. Everybody can't use everything.
True.
I keep saying that. And I'm gonna have to keep saying that because I have some weird stories where I think one young lady couldn't use pure pearl, but she was able to use one of the other bars that had all these additives in it. And I'm like, that is so weird to me. But that's why you have a variety, and that's why I
Mhm.
study the herbs so I can mix them together and find out what works.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Mixology. Yes. Chemist. And for my last question for you, what is the one goal that you have set for your business for 2022?
Okay. So I have been struggling personally with prioritizing my life. Um, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I work a full-time job. Um, I feel like I work 3 full-time jobs.
Yes.
But I have children that are active in sports and just doing things. So one of my main goals for 2022 was to prioritize better so that I could dedicate more time to my business, so that I could generate more income, make more products, um, and open up my business lines. I have a couple of different things that I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just the time. So that's my main goal for 2022. And I started off slow, but I'm finding my groove. Things are coming together more. I think I've fussed enough around the house where everybody knows now, do your job so that I can do mine. If everybody does their job, then we can get things done.
I like that. I like that because I definitely have a struggle with prioritizing. And I completely agree when being a wife and a mom is a lot of work in it itself. And then to also put in your full time job and your entrepreneurial goals, it's just, that's a lot.
It is.
It's heavy, and I am just thankful that you have been able to, find your center, find your ground, and be able to, say to yourself, because it's already hard enough for people to even say to themselves, I need to work on this or I need to do this.
Right.
And that right there is that, I always say, is that first step. As long as you can say to yourself, I need to work on this, I need to do this, then you will.
At
And
some point.
because I definitely, I'm going to be taking advice from you from what you just said, because I need to apply that to my life as
Mm.
well. But I'm just so thankful to have gotten the chance to be able to work with you, to get to know you, to get to try out your products and fall in love with your company. I enjoy talking about you. I enjoy, literally, I will just walk around. I'm like, I got an extra one.
Mm.
Let me change your life.
Okay. I
So
appreciate
I
that.
walk around with your cards. I'm like, just letting you know, I really want you to really understand and see that I love talking about you and the other vendors that we work with. I love what you do. I love the fact that this business brings joy to you,
Mm-hmm.
that it puts a smile on your face, and that you wake up every morning knowing that this makes me happy. That makes me happy. And I love to promote and to share that happiness because you've made me happy.
Well, I appreciate that.
Thanks.
That's my goal. Like I said, I'm not trying to be at the top. I would love to be there. Eventually I'll get there. But right now I want people to trust me and trust my products because they actually do work. I
I
just need
trust
people to
you.
trust me. Just trust.
I trust
I'm
your product.
yeah, that's what I need.
I have made the vow from this day.
Don't cheat on me now. Don't cheat on me.
Look, you're lucky. No, I'm sorry. The subscribers are lucky that I'm sharing any of these things, because these things are amazing. That's why I keep going back to your store and I keep buying, because it is worth it. Okay. As a person who uses her products, it is worth it. My experience has been phenomenal, and she has changed my whole
So
outlook
sweet.
of what I'm supposed to be doing for myself. And so I thank you for that, for teaching me to make sure that I take care of myself.
And yoni care is a part of self-care. Let's not forget, self-care covers a lot of things. And my self-care does not look like your self-care. But if you are biologically a woman, you have a yoni and you need to take care of it.
Please.
And that, again, is part of your self-care.
So I just want to say thank you so much for spending this time with me, and spending this time for our femmes to get to know you better and to understand your company even more. So, femmes, if you have not subscribed yet, if you have not taken the chance or the time to get onto IG, get onto Facebook, and I just need you to go directly to at Carolina Vitality, both on IG and also
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook. And also make sure you hit up carolinavitality.com to make sure you make all of your necessary purchases. But Make sure you check out Black Femme Beauty, where you will be able to try out a sample of One Night Stand that is featured in our 1-year anniversary Yoni box. All you have to do to get direct access to her, put your phone over the QR code and you will go directly to her website.
Uh-oh.
All right. That way you can buy directly from Miss Gina here and you will be supporting her business. All right. So make sure if you don't have this box, make sure you get to carolinavitality.com. Thank you so much, Gina.
Thank you so much for your support. And thank you for pushing me too. I know you don't know this, but when I get your emails and I say, okay, I'm going to go back and look at it later, and I don't, and then you email me 2 weeks later, I'm like, okay. So thank you for staying on me. I'm going to do better, but I appreciate the opportunity to get my products out there, because you're opening another lane for people to get to know me and use, or at least try the products. Just try it. That's all we want at first, because you're going to come back. So I appreciate the opportunity, for real.
Well, you are very welcome. And I appreciate you and what you do. And just keep doing it. You are a force to be reckoned with.
Okay,
Remember
girl.
that. Remember that. Okay.
Okay.
Melanin magic in full effect.
I know that's right. Okay. You're so silly.
Well, Femmes, thank you so much for joining us, and make sure you stay tuned here on YouTube and also on Instagram. Follow our series. There are going to be more Femme highlights for you. Thank you again, Gina from Carolina Vitality.
Thank you.
And thank you, Femmes. I'll see you next time. Bye.
All right.